You need a babysitter, and finding the one, a good one, is not easy. In this week's Family 411, we have Heather Stoll-Vereecken, a local mom who launched a website called SeekingSitters, is here to help. We're going to bring her in right now. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
I know you're part of SeekingSitters.com, and you are here to help us find the right babysitter because a lot goes into this.
Yes, it does.
So tell me where we begin. I know you're supposed to gather information, but what does that mean?
Well, SeekingSitters is an on-demand babysitter referral service where I do all the works for the moms and dads. So the babysitters first go online and they fill out a questionnaire, and I validate that questionnaire, making sure that our sitters are 18, they're CPR and first aid certified as well.
Which is huge.
Yes, so that way they can handle a situation if it arises before they have to call 911.
Right.
And then I also make sure that they have reliable transportation to get to the event. And then once that is all cleared, I set up a face-to-face interview, and I use my hospitality management experience from interviewing staff to interview the sitters to make sure that they are passionate about wanting to sit with your children.
Well, let me ask you about that. Hopefully, people can come through you if they need help. But if we're doing this on our own, doing that face-to-face interview, what are some of the things we should be looking for?
You want to make sure that the person sitting with your child wants to be with children. They're passionate about children. They're going to get on the floor, play with them, interact with them, not just let them sit in front of their TV and go about to do what they want to do for the day.
What about references? You hear you should always ask for references. How in depth do you go?
Well, that's what we do, as well as having private investigative team back in our home office that researches their criminal, civil, housing records as well as their driving record. Checking their personal references is key. When I call and I get references, I usually hear awesome stories about how families are glad are upset that their children have grown up and moved on because their sitter loves them and they want them back. So that's always good to hear, and that's when they become a member of my team. When you call and you check references and they don't really want to say much, then we just move on to the next.
Are there red flags we should be, thinking of and cautious of as we're looking to find that right babysitter?
Well, like I said, you want to make sure they're passionate about kids. When you're interviewing them, you don't want them looking at their cell phones and making sure they have a text coming in. And you want to make sure that they do have qualifications like CPR and first aid so your children are taken care of.
It's important. Your sitters come equipped with all of these fun things to play with. SeekingSitters.com. We can go there.
Yes, you just go onto the website at SeekingSitters.com and click on Get Started.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Hopefully that'll help you either find one or maybe know how to find one yourself. You can log on to our website for more information, foxbaltimore.com/morning. And if you have an idea for our next Family 411 segment,